Most people have no idea that their words are the secret weapon either building their wealth or destroying it. Every single day, millions of people unknowingly use phrases that push abundance away from them. Words that tell the universe they expect lack. Statements that program their subconscious mind for financial struggle. Meanwhile, a small group of people speak a completely different language, one that magnetizes money and creates supernatural abundance. What you're about to discover has been hidden from the masses for centuries, known only to the wealthy elite and spiritual masters who understood the profound connection between speech and substance. This isn't common knowledge, it's sacred knowledge. The principles I'm about to share with you have built empires, created fortunes, and transformed ordinary people into extraordinary success stories simply through the power of their words. What if there were specific words and phrases that act like magnets for money, while other words repel wealth so powerfully that they can keep someone trapped in limitation for decades? What if I revealed the exact vocabulary that transforms ordinary people into wealthy individuals simply by changing how they speak? The difference between those who struggle financially and those who prosper abundantly often comes down to one thing: the words they choose to speak about money, success, and their own financial destiny. Today, you're going to master the ancient art of sacred speech, the most powerful wealth-building tool ever discovered. Your words are not just communication, they're creation. Every statement you make is an instruction to the universe about what kind of life you expect to live. Every phrase you speak is programming your subconscious mind for either abundance or lack. Every conversation you have is either opening doors to prosperity or closing them shut. The ancient truth is this: your word is your wand. When you speak, you're not just sharing information, you're casting spells, creating reality, commanding the very forces that govern manifestation. The universe takes your words literally and works tirelessly to bring you exactly what you're consistently speaking into existence. Most people use their words carelessly, unconsciously programming themselves for struggle through habitual negative speech patterns. They say things like, "I can't afford it. Money doesn't grow on trees. I'm broke. That's too expensive for someone like me," without realizing these statements are powerful incantations that create the very lack they're describing. But wealthy people speak differently. They understand that their words are instruments of creation, and they choose each phrase deliberately to align with abundance rather than lack. They never say they're broke because they know that declaration would instruct the universe to keep them in poverty. They speak as if wealth is already theirs because they understand that their speech creates their reality. Understanding that your current financial situation is a direct result of your word patterns transforms everything. If you're struggling financially, examine how you've been speaking about money. If you're experiencing lack, listen to the poverty consciousness flowing from your mouth. Your words have created your current reality, and your words can create a new one. The power of sacred speech operates on multiple levels simultaneously. When you speak words of abundance, you're programming your subconscious mind to notice opportunities for wealth. You're instructing the universe to arrange circumstances that support prosperity. You're aligning your energy with the frequency of abundance. You're commanding spiritual forces to manifest financial increase in your life. Divine intelligence responds to your words with mathematical precision. When you consistently speak abundance, you receive abundance. When you persistently speak lack, you receive lack. The universe doesn't judge your words as good or bad. It simply creates whatever you're speaking most consistently and passionately. Learning to speak wealth into existence requires replacing poverty language with prosperity language. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," you say, "I choose to invest my money differently right now." Instead of declaring, "I'm broke," you affirm, "I'm in a temporary cash flow situation that's improving daily." Instead of complaining, "Money is tight," you declare, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly." These may seem like small changes, but they create massive shifts in your consciousness and circumstances. When you refuse to speak lack, you stop creating lack. When you consistently speak abundance, you begin manifesting abundance. Your words become the bridge between your current reality and your desired reality. Perhaps the most powerful wealth-building phrase you can speak is "money comes to me easily and frequently from expected and unexpected sources." This statement programs your subconscious mind to recognize multiple streams of income. It instructs the universe to send money through various channels. It opens your consciousness to receive wealth in ways you might never have imagined. Another transformative phrase is, "I am a money magnet, and prosperity flows to me naturally." When you speak these words with conviction, you're declaring your spiritual identity as someone who attracts wealth. You're programming your energy field to draw financial opportunities. You're commanding the universe to treat you as a magnet for abundance. Let's take a moment to supplement our vocal affirmations with written declarations, which carry tremendous power in the spiritual realm. I want you to comment below and declare, "I claim my divine inheritance of unlimited abundance." When you write these words, you're not just making a statement. You're activating the sacred power of written affirmations. Your written declaration becomes a spiritual contract with the universe, programming your subconscious mind for prosperity and alerting divine intelligence to begin manifesting wealth through your speech patterns. The act of writing this statement creates a permanent record of your commitment to using words for wealth creation. You may also notice that grateful speech accelerates manifestation dramatically. When you speak with genuine appreciation for money you've already received, you create space for more money to flow to you. Phrases like, "I'm so grateful for the abundance flowing into my life," and "I appreciate every dollar that comes to me," create an energetic field that attracts additional prosperity. The biblical account of Joshua and the walls of Jericho demonstrates the miraculous power of faith-filled speech. When Joshua faced the seemingly impossible task of conquering a city surrounded by massive walls, divine intelligence gave him an unusual strategy. March around the city for 7 days while speaking declarations of victory. On the 7th day, thousands of voices united in one powerful shout, declaring triumph before any evidence appeared. As their collective faith-filled speech rang out, the massive walls collapsed instantly. The miracle occurred not through physical force, but through the power of unified vocal declaration. Joshua's willingness to speak victory while facing impossible barriers, combined with unwavering faith, created the perfect conditions for supernatural breakthrough that demolished every obstacle in their path. The sacred art of wealth-building speech also includes speaking your financial goals as if they're already accomplished. Instead of saying, "I want to be wealthy," you declare, "I am wealthy, and my wealth increases daily." Instead of hoping, "Maybe I'll have financial freedom someday," you state, "I enjoy complete financial freedom right now." This present tense language tells your subconscious mind that wealth is your current reality, not a future possibility. Understanding the difference between wishful thinking and powerful speaking is crucial for manifestation success. Wishful thinking uses uncertain language like, "I hope," "maybe," "someday," "if only," which creates doubt and delays manifestation. Powerful speaking uses definitive language like, "I am," "I have," "I receive," "I experience," which creates certainty and accelerates manifestation. Another way to transform your financial reality through speech is by speaking blessing over your money before you spend it. Instead of reluctantly parting with your cash, you can say, "I bless this money as it goes out, knowing it returns to me multiplied." This creates a spiritual circulation system where your money becomes a seed that grows into a harvest of increased abundance. You may have experienced moments when speaking positively about money seemed to attract more money almost immediately. These experiences were demonstrations of the law of attraction responding to your wealth-building words. When you align your speech with abundance, the universe conspires to bring you opportunities, ideas, and resources that support increased prosperity. Walt Disney exemplifies the transformative power of wealth-building speech through his unwavering verbal commitment to his impossible dreams. When Disney first pitched the idea of Mickey Mouse to distributors, they laughed at him, calling his vision of an animated mouse ridiculous and unmarketable. Instead of accepting their negative assessment, Disney consistently spoke of Mickey Mouse as if he were already a beloved global icon. He would say, "Mickey is going to change entertainment forever," and children around the world will love Mickey Mouse. Speaking these declarations with absolute conviction despite having no evidence to support them. When he envisioned Disneyland, bankers refused to fund what they called Disney's folly, but he continued speaking of his theme park in present tense language. Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, and families are creating magical memories at Disneyland right now. His consistent wealth-building speech created such powerful belief in his team and investors that they eventually caught his vision and provided the resources needed to make it reality. Disney's words literally spoke a multi-billion-dollar empire into existence, proving that persistent, positive speech about your dreams can override any external opposition and manifest seemingly impossible success. Perhaps you've also noticed that complaining about money drives money away, while praising money brings money closer. When you speak negatively about wealthy people, expensive purchases, or high-priced services, you're programming your subconscious mind to reject wealth. When you speak positively about prosperity, success, and abundance, you're programming your mind to attract and accept wealth. The words you speak about other people's success directly impact your own ability to succeed. When you celebrate others' prosperity with genuine enthusiasm, you align yourself with abundance consciousness. When you criticize, resent, or gossip about others' wealth, you align yourself with lack consciousness. Your speech toward others creates the energetic container for your own financial experience. Learning to speak abundance, even during financial challenges, requires spiritual maturity and conscious choice. When bills are due and money is scarce, your natural tendency might be to speak lack and limitation. But this is precisely when wealth-building speech becomes most powerful and necessary. Speaking abundance during apparent lack is an act of faith that commands the universe to shift your circumstances. During challenging financial seasons, phrases like, "This temporary situation is improving rapidly," and "Divine intelligence is arranging my financial breakthrough right now," maintain your connection to abundance consciousness. These statements acknowledge your current reality without agreeing to make it permanent. They create expectation for change rather than resignation to struggle. The sacred word power also includes speaking specific amounts with confidence and gratitude. Instead of vaguely hoping for more money, you can declare, "I gratefully received $10,000 this month through multiple channels." Specific amounts give the universe clear instructions for manifestation and program your subconscious mind to recognize opportunities that match your declared intention. You must speak your financial declarations with authority and conviction. Wishy-washy, uncertain speech creates wishy-washy, uncertain results. But when you speak wealth with the same confidence you'd use to state your name, you activate the full power of spiritual law. Your words carry creative force when they carry absolute certainty. Perhaps the most transformative understanding is recognizing that your habitual speech patterns are creating your financial patterns. If you consistently speak lack, you consistently experience lack. If you persistently speak struggle, you persistently experience struggle. But when you deliberately choose to speak abundance, wealth, and prosperity consistently, you begin creating those experiences in your life. This conscious choice to speak wealth requires vigilance and practice. You must catch yourself when old poverty language tries to emerge and immediately replace it with abundance language. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to practice wealth-building speech. Every interaction becomes a chance to program your subconscious for prosperity. When you declare prosperity with unwavering faith, you must command these words with absolute authority. "My words are creative power, and I speak wealth into existence now." This declaration activates the sacred principle that transforms speech into substance and words into wealth. The universe has been waiting for you to discover that your voice is your most powerful manifestation tool. Every word you speak is either building wealth or building lack. Every phrase you utter is either opening abundance or closing it. Every statement you make is either aligning you with prosperity or with poverty. Another essential aspect of wealth-building speech is speaking gratitude for money before it arrives. Phrases like, "I'm so grateful for the abundance that's coming to me today, and I appreciate the financial miracles that are manifesting in my life right now," create an energetic vacuum that the universe fills with actual abundance. You may also notice that speaking about money with joy and excitement attracts money faster than speaking about it with stress and anxiety. The emotional energy behind your words determines how quickly the universe responds to your declarations. Joyful speech about wealth creates joyful manifestation of wealth. The power of wealth-building speech extends beyond your personal declarations to include how you speak about money in all your conversations. When someone mentions financial struggle, instead of agreeing with their lack, you can redirect the conversation toward abundance possibilities. Your words become seeds of prosperity that you plant in every interaction. Understanding that your speech creates your financial reality makes you incredibly powerful, but also incredibly responsible. You can no longer blame circumstances, the economy, or other people for your financial situation when you understand that your words are the primary creative force in your life. This awareness demands that you choose your words carefully and speak only what you want to experience. When you speak about past financial mistakes, you can choose language that creates wisdom rather than shame. Instead of saying, "I was so stupid with money," you can declare, "I learned valuable lessons that make me wiser with money now." This reframing transforms your past into an asset rather than a liability. The sacred speech also includes speaking blessing and increase over your work, your business, and your income sources. You can declare, "My work is abundantly blessed and compensated," and "My business attracts ideal customers who pay premium prices gladly." These statements program your professional life for prosperity rather than struggle. Perhaps you've been unconsciously speaking limitation over your financial future through phrases like, "I'll never have enough money," or "People like me don't get rich." These declarations have been creating the very limitations you've been experiencing. But now that you understand the power of your words, you can choose to speak abundance into your future with declarations like, "My wealth increases exponentially, and I am worthy of unlimited prosperity." You must also speak with present tense certainty rather than future possibility. Instead of saying, "I will be wealthy," declare, "I am wealthy now." The universe responds to current declarations, not future intentions. When you speak as if abundance is already yours, you align with the energy of having rather than wanting. The words you speak in private have just as much creative power as the words you speak in public. Your inner dialogue is constantly programming your subconscious mind and instructing the universe about your expectations. When you catch yourself thinking poverty thoughts, immediately speak abundance truths out loud to override the negative programming. Learning to speak wealth into existence becomes a spiritual practice that requires consistency and commitment. Like any practice, it becomes more natural and powerful with repetition. Every day you choose abundance language over lack language, you strengthen your prosperity consciousness and accelerate your manifestation abilities. You are not imagining the creative power of your words. You are not being unrealistic about the ability of speech to transform financial reality. You are being prepared, positioned, and propelled toward a revolutionary understanding of how your voice creates your wealth. But understanding these principles without implementing them changes nothing. Divine intelligence has revealed the secret of turning words into wealth, but you must choose to activate this power through conscious, consistent, abundance-focused speech. You must stop speaking poverty and start speaking prosperity with every breath you take. The universe is waiting for you to claim your power as a wealth creator through sacred speech. What I've shared with you today is more than information. It's the very key to unlocking supernatural abundance through the words you speak. These principles have transformed countless lives and built immeasurable fortunes throughout history. You now possess the knowledge that turns ordinary speech into extraordinary wealth. You hold the secret that transforms struggling people into prosperous people through the simple act of choosing abundant words over lacking words. This is your moment to activate the most powerful wealth-building tool you possess, your voice. As you step into this new level of wealth-building consciousness, you must speak these words with absolute conviction and unshakable faith. I am one with infinite abundance, and my words create my abundant reality. Divine prosperity flows through my speech into my life. I speak and wealth appears. I declare and money manifests. My voice is my wand, my words are my power, and my speech creates my supernatural abundance. All that I speak in faith comes to pass in perfect ways under grace.